Hello everyone, this is Vicky Stitch and Button, and I am back for episode 160 of my floss tube. Today is June 13th. It is Thursday. I might have to just start filming on Thursday. It just seems to work better for me. We'll see. What do I have for you today? I have actual stitching. I have a little bit of haul, and I have a giveaway, and then some plans, and a new start, and a new segment. So I was trying to think of a new segment, and I thought fun facts. And of course I'm going to start out with cross-stitch fun facts until maybe I run out of finding them. So let's go with fun facts. Fun fact for today is, did you know traces of cross-stitch have been, I have it over here. My source, by the way, is Cross Stitch Academy for this one. Traces of cross stitch have been found on cloth fragments dating all the way back to the 6th century. Not only did cross stitch exist long before the Middle Ages, traces have been found in China and India before it arrived in Europe. One of the earliest samplers discovered in Egypt dates from the 6th century. Traces of needlework with half stitches were also found on pieces of cloth dated at 3000 to 5000 BC. And side note, I think back then is when Teresa Wentzler started with her blends and her quarter stitches. Just putting it out there. I don't know if that's a fact, but it's a thought. All right. So there you go. What's been going on here? Well, they're still digging. They're still doing stuff. Now they're blocking the road. The barren lands that are around my house now are crazy. There's a huge generator behind my house, not directly, but right beyond my backyard, that's been humming for 3 days now. And I don't know if you're going to be able to hear the beeping sounds of the trucks outside, because that's it. It's almost 5 o'clock and they're still going. Yeah, still not happy. Still not happy. It's been just a nightmare. I am starting to see a little bit of wildlife come back. The dog chased after an armadillo and slammed the door on me the other night and knocked down my hibiscus. I had to put that back up. I have a trellis that it's sort of grown into, well, around, and I'm going to have to cut the trellis apart and get a new one in order to truly fix it. But I just sort of picked it up and stuck it back up. If you don't know, Florida's dirt is very sandy, so a lot of things don't root real deep here. And it flowered afterwards, so it must not be that bad. And this thing has been through stuff, so it's a hardy one. There were two. It's down to this one hardy one, so I'm fine with that. I'm not a big gardener, so if it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. It is what it is. What else? I saw a bunny the other day, and there's always frogs and lizards, so there's that. What else? I feel like there was something else I wanted to tell you, but maybe I'll figure it out before this video ends. Or not. Who knows? You know, my brain. So, what have I have going on? I have a new start. This one I received as a gift from Sarah King. Well, actually, her mother sent it to me, and it is called Seaworthy Sampler. It was from 2022's Stitch West Retreat from Teresa Kogut. This is all full coverage down here, by the way. That is a lot of stitching. I started in the center, so I'm around here. And I am stitching this on Agua Fresca 40 count Verdal from Grace Note Fabrics, and I'm using DMC. I think I'm just using DMC. Let me look real quick. I'm using DMC and 1 Weeks Dye Works. This is the bag I chose. I think I still have some of those, if you're interested. Alright, so I got a small start. I think I did about 300 stitches on it, and that's all that I got. That's it. So I'm working on the mast, on the sail. not the mast. The mast is the actual pole. So I'm working on the sail of the boat, and I chose this hedgehog because it's an inside joke from our Stitch West retreat a few years ago, and I figured why not. And those are available in my shop. But there we go. I did the flower and some of the sail, and I'm enjoying it. I just had other things to do, but I wanted to get it started. I know J-Long's stitching this, and I'm not sure if Sarah started hers. Her mom just decided she wasn't going to stitch it, so she offered it. And I truly appreciate it. Alright. Next up. I am doing the categories from... Where's my book? I'm doing the categories from Whippagories from Sam & J, and I'm trying to get all the categories done and down to my last one. So Seaworthy Sampler, not only was it a new start, but it was under samplers. And then for a holiday, I worked on 12 Days Santa. This is a Jim Shore design. It's a kit from Design Works, and this was given to me from Vicky Reading and Stitching. She's not doing videos right now. She's decompressing. Yeah, it's just called 12 Days, but I call them 12 Days Santa because I have a 12 Days of Christmas one also. And I really do enjoy stitching this, and it's really good. I did not choose the Aida. I chose 28 count Monaco white, and this is where I'm at. What did I stitch on, do you ask? I added here, I added this brown, and I filled in this, and I have some a drummer's legs here. So I did all this light tan color, this dark brown. Oh, and I also did a couple of flowers. So I think I ended up doing, I forget how many stitches I ended up doing. Probably like 500, but I enjoyed it. Wait, did I write it down? 542 stitches. I did 316 stitches on Seaworthy Sampler. Okay. This is one of my bags. I don't have any of these ones left. That was from around Christmas time. All right, next up. I brought one back at the end of the month from my hibernating ones, the ones that I didn't pull into this year, and because I needed to work on one of the two. So I chose Dark Queen of the Earth because I hadn't even finished part 1, and that was just disrespectful. I am not doing this face, I'm doing the other face, and I'm also going to put orbs and flowers. I'll decide later. So this is Dark Queen of the Earth, and she is being stitched on the 32 count Lugana in Nightshade from Under the Sea Fabrics. When they offered it up, Under the Sea had the specialty, I think it was like the Petite Treasure Braid and Bead Pack, plus the fabric, and you could choose a brown or a green. I chose the green, and here is where I'm at. I ended up putting, oh gosh, I don't remember, at least 300 stitches in, and it was a lot of fill-in around here. Let me see. I did some here and a lot over here. And I don't think I'm close to even. The Pattern Keeper, they offer it for Pattern Keeper, and they didn't start offering it until the 3rd part. So what they did was they put 1 through 3 as one whole chart for the Pattern Keeper portion. There are some quarter stitches in it though, so you have to watch. And I know that there's some back stitch again, so you sort of have to still refer to the PDF. 303 stitches is what I put in on the 31st. And this is in another one of my bags that I had. I know I don't have any of those left. Although I did get more of the inside fabric, which is the moths. So I'm thinking I might need to make something out of it because I really like it. maybe workbooks or something. Okay. What else did I work on? For specialty floss, I pulled out a Mirabilia at the Met. I'd started this last year and I got a minimal amount in, so it needed some more love. This was a gift from Belinda. And I didn't write down, oh, here we go. 410 stitches I did. This is being stitched on 32 count Lugana Sonatina from Grace Notes Fabrics. And I do believe this was one of my fabric of the months last year or the year before. I don't know. So it was in my stash. And this is how far I got. 410 stitches. I had a little bit of a fit because her symbols are very similar to each other, and that makes me very mad. They can do better. There's so many symbols out there, you do not need to choose ones that look very similar to each other, and it makes it hard to read. So what did I get done? I got done a lot of fill-in. I did a lot of the gray fill-in, came down here. I ended up messing up here because of the symbols that were similar, but instead of pulling it out, it was 2 stitches, so I just took the correct color because it was both grays, and I did a half stitch over it. It's fine. It's in her skirt. You'll never notice. This is in a bag from Shannon, my friend Shannon. She's also got the same bag. What's next? Yo. Okay. Go to that one next. I pulled out my Filipina. This is a new to you, so this is my first Filipina, Bella Filipina, and it's Luna Mystica. I started this, it was my birthday start for 2022. And I think Sammy's doing Soul. She'd started it at the same time. I ended up putting in 450 stitches around there. This is being stitched on 32 count Mermaids Sea. It's linen from Under the Sea Fabrics. I bought it at the Sirens Retreat. I bought the chart and the fabric at the Sirens Retreat. And this is how far I got. So, what did I do? Here we go. I had to fix this flower, and I didn't count the stitches that I put back in. But I had to fix the flower because it was off by, I don't know, somewhere in here. Which then would have made everything over here off. So I fixed that. I put this in, and I put all that in, and then I finished the full stitches all the way to the top tip, to the tip at the top of the moon. The rest of what goes in here, I do believe, is beads, and then there's a few full stitches down here where it hangs down. You'll see here how that drapes. So there's some full stitches in there, which I will get to, but that portion's done. There are back stitches I need to go back and do up there. And I was debating, I think I may want to finish the moon first and then go back and do the back stitches. I don't know. You know, I change my mind every time I turn around. It's fine. It's fine. When I first started this, I wasn't really happy with the color choices of the Petite Treasure braid, but it's growing on me. I still feel like I'm not getting the definition in here and in here like those flowers have. But I guess it's acceptable. I even put the back stitching in there and you can't tell. I don't know. I'm using the Petite Treasure braid. I subbed out, let me see something. it calls for Heron water lilies. And I did not want to buy them. So I subbed them out with some over dyes that I had. I'm using some Dinky dyes and Color and Cotton, and hang on, where'd you go? Okay, Dinky dyes, Color and Cotton, and 6 strand sweets, because I have so many over dyes, and with the amount that you needed, I had that covered. All right, let's get this put away. And that brings us up to what I stitched on last night, and I still have it out to do some more stitches. As you know, I have been trying to get more stitches in on my full coverages, and one of the categories is full coverage, which is the last category I need to put stitches in on. And so I pulled out Waterhole Guardians. This I had bought, and then when I saw Jemima the Rocking Stitcher doing her Waterhole Masters, it's gorgeous, by the way. She's doing so good. I decided I needed to start this. And I started in the bottom right corner. And last night I got in 300 half stitches, which equals 150 stitches. And they're all in here. There's some here, and I'm just doing the fill-in around here and over here. I've got a meerkat. He still needs a few stitches, and then his buddy. But I've got a meerkat. That dark stitch, and that's according to what's charted. I gotta tell you, I am veering away from, not that I don't have enough full coverages, but I am less apt to buy the Haid full coverages anymore. I don't think she's doing her due diligence in going through and pulling out the colors that really don't need to be there, or blending them incorrectly. I think she's just throwing them in the program anymore and calling it a day, instead of going through and making sure it's a good quality chart. It's my opinion. What's next? Oh, okay. So, I'm going to have a giveaway. And I found something. Remember a while ago when I lost the threads to this stamped piece, this peacock? I found the threads, guys. So, I was kidding up. Was I kidding up something? Yes, I was kidding up something. And I can't remember what I was kidding up at this point. Doesn't matter. And then I was also putting away some threads. And I realized when I grabbed one of my, it's over there. I have them on, I have them hanging on, they're belt hangers, guys. And they're on rings. And I've shown them way back on how I store them. Anyway, apparently the card, because of these little slits in there, the card got stuck, and it was just, I'm looking at it going, why are those threads so long out of the bottom of that? Why? Because the card was stuck in there. And I pulled it out, and I couldn't believe it. I was actually on Zoom, and my friends were very happy to be on Zoom with me when I found it. The look on my face was just priceless. So, Stained Glass Peacock is back, guys. I have found the threads. They are not thrown out like I thought they might have been. I was ecstatic. Okay, so let's do a giveaway, and then I will show you the little bit of haul that I got and my possible plans. How about that? It's June. It's summertime. I picked out some things. I have a whole bunch of stuff, so I'm doing 5. There's 5 giveaways. Rules. Don't say giveaway. Be over 18. You know, I'm going to need your address. Also, only 1 per person. So, if I redraw your name, then you'll get the first one, not what you don't get to choose. So, let's go with the first one that's called June. This is a Flip It. The June Flip It. It actually has, I was checking. It has the charm. So this is a June Flip It from Lizzie Kate, and the keyword is June. Next up, this is the Best of Summer. It's a Emma Congdon, and it's a freebie that came in the World of Cross Stitching. Charts in there, keys back here. It's a color chart. That's cute. I just won't stitch it. So keyword is summer. Then also I equate with summer because I equate weddings with summer, and my mother had calla lilies at her wedding. So calla lily from Black Swan. Back in the day when it was only $8 for the chart. Calla lilies from Black Swan. The keyword's going to be lily, L-I-L-Y, lily. Next one up. I will just put these in a regular envelope so I can send them cheaply. This is Repair Shop. This is from Stony Creek Collection, October 2007. Let me just double check because I didn't do that before. Oh crap, hang on. Oh yeah, it is. I thought the key wasn't there. It is. All the pages are there. The key is there. I really would like to stitch it. I just know I'm not going to do it. So, keyword for this is shop. S-H-O-P, shop. Repair Shop from Stony Creek. And then I have another Stony Creek only because I was going to stitch this for Frank, and I ended up with the leaflet. And then I also have the chart from the magazine. So, this is from the Stony Creek September-October issue 2000. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure all the parts were there. And this is the 1941 Indian motorcycle. And the keyword for that is going to be Indian. Indian. Apparently Belinda gave this to me. She knew I wasn't going to stitch. She wasn't going to stitch it, and she sent it to me to give away. So there you go. All right, so keywords: June, summer, lily, shop, and Indian. Put those over there. And then I got a little bit of haul in, you guys know I like Ronnie Rowe, and he is on Etsy. He loves supporting shops, so if you can get it from the shop, he'd actually prefer you got it from a shop, but he will ship. And he put a little note in there. And I ended up buying, it's sort of, okay, there's reasons. So he talked about Flight, which is this one right here. I've always liked this one. I've been eyeing this forever. It is kind of big. It is 480 by 320. He suggests stitching on an 18 count, or he stitched on 18 count using 844, CMC 844. Now, story behind this. He lent a whole bunch of models to a cross stitch shop, Silver Needle, and then he was going to need his models back, so Silver Needle went and packed everything and sent it back to him. By no fault of their own, by the way. FedEx or UPS lost one of the boxes. He got one of the boxes. He thought he had them, and then he got this notification. They ruined it. They totally trashed it. And so he got most of his models back. Like I said, it was no fault of Silver Needle. It's not their fault. It was actually the shipper, not the shippee. Oh, no. It was the shipping company, not the person that shipped. Anyway, so he was upset, and he said that he was going to stitch it again. And that made me go, you know what, I do want to buy it. I'll buy it. I don't know when I'm going to start it, but I want it. So he also had a sale on his Etsy, I think. I think I got this on sale. Anyway, while doing that, because one, if you're going to pay shipping for one, you might as well pay shipping for a couple of them. And I ended up buying 2 others. I think I got free shipping for buying the 3. And it's sort of like a series. They sort of remind me of each other. So this is Hog Heaven. And this one's called Back in Time. When will I stitch them? I don't know, but I have them. He tells a lot about how he comes up with some of the designs, how he designs. He's got a floss tube, and I think you should watch him. His videos average about 10 to 15 minutes a piece, and I find them very interesting. So that's all I bought. Now, for plans, I am going to put more stitches in on Waterhole Guardians. My goal is to get about 500 stitches in my full coverages, at least 500 stitches in my full coverages, which would mean 1,000 for that one since it's half stitch. And then plus some for the full coverage because I'm trying to get some done. But there's still some new, excuse me, some new stuff I want to start because why not, right? Although my new startitis ebbs and flows, and right now I'm kind of happy with what I have right now, what I've been stitching, and I think the more I'm into stitching my current things, the less I want to start new things. I find when I have some categories and there's stuff in there that I don't want to stitch, or not in the mood to stitch, I should say, that's when I'm like, start something new, right? That being said, I haven't had the great need to want to start too many things, but there's a couple that I was thinking about starting. Not sure yet. We'll see. So my goal is to finish my stitches for the categories in Waterhole Guardians, and then I still have at least 100 stitches to put in Animal Magnetism, at least 100 stitches to put into Maurice, my Christmas Moose. I have not worked on my 272 words in a couple of months. I just haven't been feeling it. I'm not going to force it. I may or may not put some stitches in. We'll see. But the goal is to get the stitches in on Waterhole Guardians and to get the 100 stitches in on Maurice and my Animal Magnetism. When I do that, I think I might reward myself with a new start, which is going to be tea. This is from Nora Corbett. There's another thing she calls it too in here. Where was it? I saw something where it was called something else. Give me a second. Tea in the Garden. Okay, so it's Tea by Nora Corbett. It says, Tea in the Garden, Mirabilia Designs requests the honor. Read more about tea on the inside. I don't know. I didn't see anything. Now they're piquing my interest. It doesn't say anything. Anyway, whatever. So I'm thinking about starting that. I have it kitted. I picked a Grace Notes fabric of Diamond Vendo. It's a green. And I don't know, did I get the Caron Water Lilies? There's one Caron Water Lily. I did. Get the Water Lily. So yeah, I fully kitted it. It's here, and this is an ugly bag, guys. Ugly bag. But if you cannot afford to buy project bags that are made by me or someone else, it's great to keep an eye out at the thrift store for old makeup bags like this. Now, like I said, I find it very ugly. It's not my aesthetic at all, but it's got pockets. This is another one that I have not started. It's kitted, but it's in there. So it's got the two sides, and then the center is a smaller pocket. And they're great for toting around a project. It's what I used to use almost exclusively before I started making project bags, before project bags were a thing. And it zips shut, and it's got the handles, so you could take it and go. I know this looks like it needs to be washed, but it's clean. All right, rabbit trail. Another one, I may or may not, I don't know, I kitted this up, and I really love her, don't get me wrong, but I have not really felt the calling to start her, and that would be Raven Queen, which is also a Mirabilia. She's all kitted up in one of my bags. Love this bag. I don't know that I have any more of that fabric, but if I do, it'll come out around Halloween. This, I may or may not start this one. I don't know. I find it slim chance. T, I probably will start. We'll see. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I am still working on bags. I can't believe how many I still have. I'm kind of getting annoyed with it because I've been working hard, guys. So I'm still working on bags. I want to get them done this week. After I get the bags done, I have ideas. I have some stuff that I want to make some more thread drops, or thread keeps, I should say, to hold thread drops. So I got some charms in that I think are really cute, so keep an eye out for that. And then I already pulled the fabric for my next batch, which is going to be, I have a little bit of American Patriotic here, but I have more coming for the next batch because it's the summertime thing to do. And that's about it for now. I have plans, hopefully, to do lunch or dinner with EJ and Shelia coming up. Mental note, I have to message her and see if we've picked a day. And otherwise, try and stay dry. Poor Gunner, he got so nervous this afternoon, well, this morning. He was scratching on the door because I don't let him in the room. Not when I'm sleeping. He drives me crazy. He's not allowed on my bed anyway. But, because gas, and he doesn't mind putting his parts in your face. So anyway, he doesn't sleep in my room. But on occasion, he gets scared, especially that we had huge thunder and lightning storm, and he was scratching on the door. It woke me up. I let him in. He walked around tippy, tippy, tap, tap, tap with the nails on the floor and finally settled in. I pet him. He laid down next to the bed, and we fell asleep for a few more hours. But it was a pretty massive storm, and I looked, and there's no hurricanes in the forecast, but it's just, it is the season. It's wet season. So we've been getting some pretty decent storms. I know Miami had flooding. I think I saw on Instagram where one of the people going to StitchCon had to cancel because her flight was canceled, and then she was wondering if she was even going to be able to get home because some of the roads were flooded. I know we had a massive storm last week, and when I was driving through, or was it last week or the week before, I might have told you guys that there was a tree knocked over from the winds. I know that there have been tornadoes going on, so everybody just, you know, keep an eye out for where you're at in your surroundings. Stay safe. I mean, easier said than done. I mean, when your house just gets picked up and thrown, hopefully you're not in it, you know. What else? I can't think of anything else. I will announce my giveaway winners my next video, and I hope everyone is doing well. Don't forget, don't let anyone steal your sunshine.